That smell good. Too good. It must be phase too good. What's going on, everybody? YouTube gaming, Gears of War community, snipers all around, newcomers to Sniper. Welcome to my first ever sniper tutorial for Gears of War Ultimate Edition. Here we're going to be covering many areas of the long shot, aka the sniper, and how I feel you should be stronger in these areas. Picking up some more important tips on how to be a sniper in case you've been playing the previous games. And if, like I said, if you're a newcomer, welcome. Go ahead and dive into this video with me as we go ahead and go into these different areas. But if you're from Gears of War 1, you know we trying to get like that. Well, sort of. That was Gears of War 1. That was the original. This Gears of War Ultimate Edition gameplay for you guys. As you can see, I'm just showing you guys an intro clip and showing you how many years of being a sniper has really grown me as a player. But don't worry, you can be like this too. There is no saying that not everybody can do this. Everybody can do this. It just takes time, it takes practice, and most importantly, it takes motivation. Okay, because I know a lot of people, when they see other people snipe, they don't really want to go for it. They feel like, you know, oh, my sniping sucks. It's not going to go anywhere close to these montage people, these big known names. Don't let that deteriorate you from being a sniper. It's the purpose of having fun. It's the purpose of enjoying that feel when you get that headshot and you really help a teammate out. And all this stuff comes through time. So I'm just going through the maps here to show you guys. Sorry I didn't already cover this when we got to this part, but right now I'm just showing you guys where the weapons are, as far as where the sniper is on each of these maps. Each red circle indicates where the sniper is. And we're almost finished here, and then we're going to go into, most importantly, sensitivity. Sensitivity goes so far in being not only a sniper, but being a player. If your sensitivity is not right, you're gonna miss out on so many opportunities. You're gonna die. You're gonna find out why you're getting hitting your shots, and why you're slower in battles, and why you can't react fast enough. And here we're gonna go into the first category. We're gonna go into looking speed, or AKA looking sensitivity. I have my friends here standing behind me. I'm showing you guys what a full turn is on 0 speed and how effective it is as far as when opponents come in and out of your sights. Remember, looking speed is holding the gun by the hip. Any gun by the hip for that matter. That is your looking speed. Some people sometimes get that confused with other sensitivities. This is your looking speed. Looking by the hip. Not aiming, not holding left trigger, just normal camera speed. This is your looking speed right here. Pretty much what my friends are doing is every time I turn around, they're disappearing from sight. Every time I turn my back, you get to hear in the background that they're coming back in sight. But I just not turning around because I want to show the example I'm trying to explain. So right here you hear them coming back. I'm going to do one more turn. Sorry, I'm kind of adjusting myself here because I want to make sure they're ready to move. So right here I'm going to do a full 360 turn. I kind of stopped here, but you kind of get this, okay? When action is going on in this game, you want to be able to move quick. Turn quick. Here's target speed. Now, usually people get this mixed up with looking, because they believe that in looking, you have to hold the gun up and aim. This is target speed holding the left trigger. So if you ever want to know which one was which, here you guys go. This is your target speed. This is on 0, by the way. All these are on 0 just to show how comparison, how 0 works. Here we have zoom speed. This is how fast your zoom reticule gets to the head or moves around in general. Right here I'm kind of missing on purpose just to show how slow the reticule moves when I'm in the zoom mode. Here we have my friend standing here just to show an example. I'm not really trying to hit them, but we see how slow that zoom reticule moves. Sorry about that. So let's go ahead and we see that it's pretty slow for the most part. Finding out what right sensitivity for you will take some time, but we'll cover that a bit later. Right now we're going to go to the next part though. We're going to go to head levels, which is pretty much, head levels is how the enemy stands as far as where their head is, how it is from the back, how it is from the sides, and how it is from a further distance. Each character is different from how they're designed. We have Marcus with his more designed coat or armor to say. We have the Grenadier who's showing more of his muscular features. This can make it a bit confusing on where to aim in certain characters. For characters like the Grenadier, it might be a bit easier, but for characters like Marcus, it might be a bit difficult. So here we have Rom and we have Augustus Cole. I call him Augustus Cole. Cole Trent, you guys know what I'm saying. Right here, we just got a back view of them both. We don't really see Rom's head. And Rom's head is covered by his cloak. But to remember that Rom's head, as far as where it's located, is the same for the Theron guards. And pretty much the same for the Cantus. Not counting Savage Cantus. But here, our next example, we have the Cantus and Samantha Byrne. Sorry, Sam was just showing you guys something cool. But let's go ahead. So we got our front view of the Cantus and Samantha. We can see that the Cantus already has a compact head. His head is a bit concaved in. Might be a bit hard to shoot due to how the angle of his head armor is shaped. Well, here's a back view. You can kind of see what I said earlier about Rom and Theron guard. How their heads are a bit more in the center of their back and a bit higher up. We can see Sam's head pretty much perfectly fine from where we're standing. Yep. But here we go. We have Theron guard here, and we have Civilian Anya. Cute couple here. Oops, my Skype went off. We gotta answer that. No, we gotta continue this video. Alright guys, so here we go. This is the head placement for these two characters. Noticing that, remember, that he has the cloak, so his head is a bit disguised. But we can see Anya's head pretty good from where we're sitting. And they're kind of sitting on looking at Narnia. But this is the heads for these two. Just kind of show you guys an example how character design goes into the effect of how heads are appearing. But that's into the next category. The next category we're going to go into is head placement. I kind of started there. Yeah, head placement. Sorry, I'm kind of reading off a little bit too, so forgive me for that. So we have Cole and Rom here again, and they're kind of peeking out their heads just to kind of show you where they're at. But as we see here on the corners of these covers, we can see Augustus Cole's head slightly out of that cover, but we still can't see Rom's. So that's just to show you guys another example of what characters have over other characters as far as where their heads are. Make sure you pay close attention here, because remember, Cantus's head is a little bit up at the top, but in the center of his back. Here they are at a bit more of a further distance. We can see that Cantus's head is a bit sticking out, but we see here that they're on both equal sides of the corners. But if I back up here, go a little bit of a distance out, I had the Cantus move, and you can't see him because of the lighting. The lighting has a big importance of this game too. If the character is too dark, then he can blend in and you don't see where their head is from this position. Meaning that you might have to force your way up. See, he just moved back, but you do not see where his head is. But we can still see the Lancer poking out of Samantha's head. Kind of her back, let's say. But I can see his head from there. I can still pop it. So remember that head placement plays a part. And I still can't see the Cantus from here. That's to show you how some characters have an advantage over others. Let's go ahead into the pretty much the thing that everybody comes here for. The types of shots. Sweep shotting is the motion of sweeping, as say, from left to right, up to down. We take our reticule, we sweep it over, and we pause and shoot. Yes, you can drag and shoot, but your accuracy does kind of lessen because you're moving the reticule. You might move it a slight too late or a slight too early and miss. Here's a thing that I created called Snipe Blinking. Snipe Blinking is the category where pretty much you get the feel where the head is before you actually start your aiming shot. We go ahead and we pause it here. This is now that we know where our aim needs to be, somewhat to get a headshot. We started to do the blinking first. Then we follow up by doing our pop shot, our sweep shot, whatever you want to call it. But next here is the pop shot. We snipe blink. Looks dead to me. Pop shot. Pretty straightforward, but we want to make sure we know where we're supposed to aim. So pretty much when you get a feel with your snipe blinking and you know where the head is, you quickly press left trigger and right trigger into a pop shot. Pretty straightforward there. Next we have zoomers, or zoom shot. Zoomers are quite different. They look pretty much like normal aiming, but what you do in this situation is that you quickly press in your right thumbstick and zoom in, which causes your aim or your shot to slightly go into the other direction. So from wherever you're aiming it, you slowly see the shot come out from a different angle of your bullet. See that from long range? That's from a long range shot.
Oh my fucking god! No, get the camera! Money!
Yeah, so next to Blindfires. Now I'm just showing you guys how pretty much Blindfires make everybody feel. Everybody wants to Blindfire. So the key to Blindfiring is knowing where center screen is. Center screen is usually where you feel like your camera has met the middle of somebody's head and you put them there. Your best bet when hitting Blindfires is to always make sure you're active. Yes, you can hit these without using an active. They make them slightly harder, but you gotta get it. So here we have, going up to ROM, removing our aim reticule, or our center screen as to say, into the position where we feel like his head is. Get an active, move it, boom, blind fire. Here's an off the cover blind fire. Still the same principle. We put his head here in the center of our screen, and then we do a pull off the cover shot. Make sure you put him in the center. You will miss sometimes, that's alright. Remember that anybody can tell you that nobody's 100% with blind fires. You will miss out on shots, but don't let that discourage you. People all miss when it comes to blind firing with the sniper. There's not a single sniper that can do this perfectly every time. But there's another good example of the off the cover blind fire. Next, let's go into the next shot here. I want to be a bit more into animations, but here we have the 2-piece, where our character slowly struts out his arm. The enemy character does an animation, pretty much stunning them, and we quickly go up for a following shot. Next shot, we're going to go more in detail of animations. The roll shot. We aim near the center of the chest, we wait for our opponent to roll, and then we follow it up with a headshot. We wait for the center, we keep it head level, knowing where our reticule should be in all cases on the head. But in this case, in roll shots, we put it near the center of the chest. We have them roll out. Here's a side roll. We drag it over, and we keep it there. You do not have to keep the aim up. You can let go, but remember, if you snipe blink first, you get a kind of idea where the head should be. So you might not even have to aim. So here we go. That'll be used in the smoke. But you gotta get it. It's side rolling, but remember where head level is always for all these characters. Rather they're aiming from behind, from the sides. So we have one. Goes there. Here we have back rolling. Remember animation. We'll roll back. You keep it head level. Boom.
I'll take a bloody victory over a clean loss.
Let's go to our next category, everybody. Slide shots. This is taking advantage of a character's animation when they hit a cover. Every time somebody does a roll, a slide, or anything of that nature, they have to stop periodically before they can move. This is called slide shots. When he hits the cover, he won't be able to move for a split of a second. That's where you as the sniper put your position in to where they can't do anything and you quickly shoot. Just sliding in the cover. This same rules applies for when they're standing on a van, standing on a wall, all this applies. Usually people don't tend to roll as much anymore because they kind of get that if they roll, they're more in advance to getting shot. So knowing how to slide shot or how to shoot people when they slide will make you a more unpredictable sniper because they think that you won't be able to hit them. But you see here, we keep it head level. He slides in. He has no other choice but to get popped there. Let's go into our next shot here. Roadie runs. Pretty much what everybody does in this game is they run. Unless you want to be a standing still or a walk forward kind of guy, you're going to want a roadie run. So we're here, we put the center of our reticule here. We place it there as they run. Here's one from behind. You want to make sure you aim here in the shoulder, underneath the shoulder blade, a bit where the armpit is. See, he's running from far. We kind of put it a little bit tad below the shoulder blade and a slight bit to the left of the armpit. That's our shots from behind. Pretty simple stuff, but kind of interesting if you're a new sniper to this. Let's go ahead and go to our new category. Roadie runs out of the cover. These are shots that I barely see people hit because they're pretty confusing. But if with enough time and patience, you will be able to hit these kind of shots. The fundamentals of this shot is being able to shoot the person when they're coming out of the cover. It's kind of understanding how Roadie Run Shots work. Understanding that they're still crouched in that position to run, but they quickly come out. So we can see here, our friend is doing a couple demonstrations of Roadie running. He's still laying down in crouch mode, and we quickly shoot. Keeping it head level always, even when a Roadie Run situation. Is he coming out? We shoot the head. Nothing too hard to understand here, but you will have to practice. But don't let me see you guys doing this with a sniper.
Gisteren ging het zo goed. Geen commentaar.
That example clip is what I see a lot of people do in this game. They think that just because of where they're at, they can just run around and just willy-nilly with the sniper. You all have to consider position. And then, when you're in a good position, you get great shots. Here's all in-game examples of all the shots that I know, as far as sweep shots, pop shots, roll shots, out-of-cover shots, all in one. Oh, and also knowing positioning, like I said earlier. We're behind a tree in this clip, so all the enemies have no indication of where my location is. So I can quickly get behind, he has no idea, comes out of cover, and I shoot. Right here is another example, positioning. Whenever you get an animation like that, this is called simply picking up a weapon. Every character has to stop their head. They can turn it slightly, do a little dance, but they still have to stand still for a moment. So here, I want to show you guys something. If you did not catch that locust, he moved quickly to my left, out of my field of sight. But if I'm too focused on one area, I wouldn't have caught him for that blind fire. The thing about snipers is having an eagle eye, as to say. You want to make sure that you know where everybody is, no matter if it's in the smallest crevice, in the lowest crevice, in a corner, hiding in a wall. You want to make sure you know exactly where your enemies are going. Now right here, I know for a fact that this guy feels confident he's going to get up the staircase. Off the cover blind fire. Here's another example of some more multi clips. I see it head level, I can aim. Right here, I see an errand. But also, if you didn't pay attention, there was a guy that rolled out. But he rolled out so fast that most people don't catch that. So I know somebody's going for a sniper. Quickly pop him. He's caught in the animation. He can't move. I can quickly go out and go and get that errand. Because I know it's one more person left. Come out of cover. Bam. And lastly, here are just some helpful tips to understand when it comes to positioning and your types of shots. catching people in animations is usually your best bet when you want to get headshots. And what I mentioned earlier about when people stand still in an animation, you don't want to be doing this, especially if there's another sniper on the map and you haven't picked it up. Or as we see here on the taken symbol, somebody has a sniper. Now what most people do is they ignore this and they still go for it. On the animation, I get popped. Don't do this when you're trying to be a sniper. Know exactly who has the sniper. Know that if somebody has a sniper and you haven't yet, you shouldn't be going for it. Here we have somebody that here. And also know this. People tend to pick up the sniper even after realizing that their sniper just died. So they think that, oh, the enemy sniper just popped my friend, so I'm going to quickly pick it up and he's not going to notice. Keep an eye out for that. People tend to do that a lot in this game. They'll go for the sniper right after their friend just died with it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed these tips. It took a while to create. If you guys had help with this, if you guys felt like you got a better understanding of Sniper, that's great. Go ahead and leave a like. If you have any suggestions of any other tutorials you want me to cover, leave that in the comment section. But hopefully, subscribe this to a friend. You know, if they want to be a sniper, or if you feel like this helped you, let me know. If you see me in game, you know, give me a quick shout out. I will be playing from time to time. Hopefully this all helped you. But more further ado, thank you guys for sticking for this tutorial. I know it's been a long one. Like I said, go ahead and skip any part of this video if you feel like you need to, and I'll catch you guys next time.